3 key lessons to know before you turn 18. The first one is when you learn how to die, you learn how to live. This principle comes from the fact that you must picture the end in your mind before you begin to become any bit productive. You cannot be productive unless you're producing something you truly want. And what do you truly want? That question can only be answered by going to the end of your life. Because at the end of your life, you don't have time to change any more decisions. So here's an exercise for you. Ask yourself, and for 2 minutes, put on a timer and ask yourself this. At my funeral, what do I want people to say? This exercise, first you're going to generate a lot of random sayings. But what you find after 2 minutes is you find a theme around what they revolve around, and that is how you find what you want to do in life, your purpose in life, what you want your goals to drive around. There is no deeper end than death itself. So when you begin with death first, your entire life will improve from that. 2 examples of that. Steve Jobs. He always, before he went on any stressful mission or he did anything strenuous, how he started Apple in the first place, was he asked himself, will this matter? And the second most important thing is he told himself, I will be dead soon. When he remembered that it will be dead soon, he deeply felt encouraged to go ahead with whatever scared him. And that is how he got results. The second example is my own personal life. When I started to ask myself what I wanted from my funeral, I went from a sort of very struggling entrepreneur with no real idea, wasting a lot of my time, into now I'm running my own company and I'm starting the process. And I've been growing so much during this time, intellectually, in my emotional development, and it's only been doing this for about a month. So with more time, the results I'm going to get from this key principle are going to be outstanding. Amor fati. This is a saying by Friedrich Nietzsche, meaning love of faith. The basic concept is that you must love the moment that you are in order to get a better moment. The moment you are in is your reality. What is in your mind isn't real. Most people spend the majority of their lives in 2 states, daydreaming and then regrets and anger. And you can notice this in your own mind if you start to analyze what you think about regularly. If you're in a future world where you have something you don't have in the present, or if you're regularly thinking about something that wronged you, then you are not interacting with reality. And if you do not interact with reality, you cannot use it to get what you want. The truth is, this is the only moment you have to ever work on your dreams. You will not have another moment. The future isn't real. So, therefore, if you really want to make a better life, you must love this moment right now. And by loving the moment, it means embracing it, and it means acting upon it. Here is an exercise. First, look at your reality around you. Second, find one thing that you're daydreaming about or that you're regretting in your life. And from that, the third exercise is to tell yourself how this will benefit you when you choose to embrace it and attack it and go after it now. You do this process and you will see, once you act on it, how powerful it is to begin with the end in mind, the first principle, and second, to love the moment you have now, because this moment is all you have. This is the only reality you'll ever have, and how you use it determines the rest of your life. Seek to understand, then be understood. So every single person, we have our own mental worlds. This comprises of our unique childhood, our unique experiences, and our unique personal psychology. This is why every single person has a different way of seeing the world. They have different knowledge. Therefore, if you seek first to understand them, you're going to learn so much more about so much more about people, so much more about this person specifically, so much more about lessons that they know that you don't know. If you want to grow in life, you have to seek to understand, then be understood. Because once you understand them, you first of all learn more, and second of all can communicate with them in a way that they will understand you better. Because most people will not seek to understand you at all. They want to get their word out. Therefore, if you want them to work with you, and you crucially need others to succeed, that is an imperative truth, then you must seek to understand them first and use that knowledge to grow together, in order to explain concepts to them in a way that they would understand it, in order to get them to collaborate with you. It is such a crucial principle in order to get others to work with you that if you do not first seek to understand, then be understood, it's going to cost you a lot of time and unnecessary conflicts.